like to introduce you to mobile, not the gasoline, not a cell phone. This is something far better than any of those. Travis, what is the Mobile Ministry?
Mobile is an acronym that we've chosen to describe or to talk about our ministry of training pastors and leaders.
Yeah.
The main thing is that it is a mobilization for biblical leaders. And when we say mobilization, we're talking about trying to stir up a movement of training pastors and church leaders. We want to bring the training to guys who don't have that very much of an opportunity to get it. It's also trying to mobilize local churches, not just in the United States, but also here. We want to see partnerships. There is the biblical part of it. Of course, the Word of God is essential and sufficient. It's essential because it's the only thing really that can help build up the people of God. Our target audience primarily are those who are already involved in ministry, but they're looking for something more. They know that they have kind of a vacuum of formal training. They know they need more. They don't know where to get it or how to make that happen in their particular bivocational life. Then we want many of these guys to be involved in training other leaders.
Yes.
Now we're beginning to see a cycle where people go through, they themselves are trained, and then they become a part of that whole mobilization of going forth and training others, multiplying.
I think in the United States, we take a lot of things for granted. I have a Bible, I have a pastor who's been to seminary. These men, for various reasons, haven't been able to take seminary training, and that is why mobile is so key. Talk a little bit about what that need is, or why they're not able to get that training that their stateside brothers can.
Well, the restrictive part of it for most of them has to do either with finances or time or both. Right. There are some good institutions in a lot of these developing nations where people can go and get good, solid biblical training, but they either have to move there with their families and relocate completely. It's awfully difficult to do, to find work when you get there. You have to have a job that may allow you to go for long periods of times, a week, 2 weeks at a time, multiple times a year. A lot of guys have jobs they just can't leave that often. And then thirdly, there's an education level as well. What they need is material that will take those complex concepts and put it in a hands-on, workable kind of format that they get. And as they do it, they learn it.
We have more stories to tell about mobile. This is an ongoing storyline. But maybe somebody who is watching is intrigued.
Yeah.
They'd like more information, or they'd like to know how they could be involved. Maybe not necessarily coming to train, but how could they help and impact the mobile ministry?
We would ask that people would pray to raise up partnerships with churches here in the developing countries as well in the United States. And the second way would be to become involved through giving. One of the things that we do as we start ministries here, before the local churches are able to partner in contributing themselves, is to provide workshops at the expense of our mission.
Yes.
So we come in, we take care of the food costs, and we take care of the resources, materials. We need funds to help do that.
Well, I would say if you are interested in any of these things, we've been putting the contact information on the screen. Please contact Bible Basics International and express your interest in helping the mobile ministry. Even if you're saying, well, I'll pray. We'd like to know you're praying, and we'll be waiting to hear from you.
Amen.